Welcome to Coffee and Commercial. Thank you guys for being here for this episode. We're featuring the ladies of commercial real estate at RE/MAX Top Producers Commercial. We've got Valerie and Romay joining us here today on Coffee and Commercial. Welcome, ladies.
Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
So we wanted to kind of bring our team to kind of introduce all the team members that we have on our commercial team, because we really have an ambitious goal to really impact the commercial real estate industry and bring value to our clients. And to do that, it takes a whole team of people. And we're excited that you guys decided to join in on the team and really learn the commercial business. And so we just wanted to kind of allow you guys to introduce yourselves to the audience and give us a feel for what drew you into commercial real estate. So Valerie, let's start off with you.
Okay, let's go for it.
So yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself and what got you into doing commercial real estate.
Well, I guess when I first got into real estate, I started off in residential, which I think a lot of us do. And I was only in residential for a short minute. I was while I was doing that, I was also working on my copywriting business, and I had the opportunity of working with a lot of business owners, helping them with their website or an article or bios. And somewhere in the midst of that, I discovered that I really, really prefer working with professionals and helping people make their dreams more of a reality, and just bringing their visions more forward. So I did a lot of self-reflection, and I decided, you know what, I want to be in complete alignment with everything that I want and with whatever I want to achieve and where I want to be in life. So that meant for me, not necessarily stepping away from residential, but focusing more on commercial and tying that into my copywriting as well. So that's what got me there.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Romay, what about you?
Well, about me, I would say I'm a very versatile, faith-driven individual, and what led me to commercial initially was curiosity, and the reason being is because the California Association of Realtors had offered an intro to commercial, and I was like, okay, I'm going to take it. And so once I started the little course that they had to offer, it was just bullet points. And so left me wanting to know more, but it would require me to purchase a course that I wasn't ready to purchase yet, and with somebody that I had no idea what I was getting myself into.
Was it NCREA? Because they're real big with the real estate board.
I don't even remember at this point, but it was a while back, and I remember I wrote down my notes. And then it was a need once my family needed a space for themselves. So I was looking and asking around for other professionals, and nobody seemed to really have the answers. And so it was until I came across you guys that have led me to, well, the knowledge, the guidance, and the leadership into where I am now.
Got it.
That's awesome. I think both of you guys have had a really good opportunity to work with some up-and-coming businesses. And so can you guys tell us a little bit about that? Romay, we'll start with you. What is it like for you engaging with these small business owners that are looking to open up new businesses?
I think it's really inspiring to help new businesses, small businesses, anybody that puts their trust in you to help their vision come to life. And so I feel strongly about, getting you to that next step. I feel like I play a part in your journey. And to me, that's fulfilling, because just the trust alone just evolves to something greater, whether it's, your business, a friendship. It's just amazing to be part of their journey.
As you started evolving and doing more commercial, activity, I mean, has there been thoughts in your mind that you'd want us to get away from the commercial, seeing it as a difficult, like a task-driven process versus the residential?
No, if anything, It's completely different, and almost like Valerie said, it's you're dealing with professionals that know what they want, and business owners are a little bit more of a risk takers, and
True.
it just is just fulfilling just to be able to play that part in those risks, and I don't know, to me it's a little bit easier, if that makes sense, and maybe mainly because I have guidance and a team this time, and where I feel like I have support.
Great. And I think support is like one of the key elements for any business or any team affiliated type of
Right.
organization, right?
Yep. And what about you, Valerie? What's been your experience working with these business owners and helping them on that journey?
It's been exciting, honestly. I love hearing people's dreams and ambitions, and when I hear them talk about how they want their shop set up or how they want to run their business, it's just like, it's almost like I feel like I'm there with them, and it's like, wow, that's so cool. I want to bring this forward for you. I want to, provide you with all the best services that I can, be honest, be faithful, all these good things. I guess maybe at times it can be challenging because you want the best for your clients. You want to find them their dream facility.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think it's also it's shaping me as a person, as an adult, and I think it's just opening up my mind more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think it's neat to see. I think both of you guys, clients that you've worked with, Rap Pros, and then with the golf
Smash Factor.
Smash Factor. Those are two clients that were very detailed in their approach to their business plan. Like they had very distinct visions of how they wanted to run their business, and I think that's so helpful for us as realtors because we kind of have to put on the same glasses that our clients have on to really see their vision the way that they're seeing it. That's the only way we can select spaces, because we can find something that's the right square footage, but maybe it's not the right layout, not the right environment to really reach the vision of what they want to get to. And so kind of going through that process, asking the right questions, and really allowing the client to communicate their needs, I think is something that's really critical to what we do.
All of a sudden you just become really creative, and your imagination just heightens to another level, just because you didn't realize, like, okay, this space right here doesn't look how you want it, but with a little TLC, sometimes they see it. And so
sometimes you have to teach them how to paint that canvas. It's like even in residential, like you can walk in the ugliest house, it can be full of clutter, and you're like, oh my god, but go with your goggles of what you envision of what the property is going to look like, right?
Yeah.
And that's hard, like for you to train a client, because a client's like, no, I see this. Put the goggles on, put the magic goggles on,
But funny enough, I feel like they already come with that vision, but seeing the before and after, it's still amazing, just because, I don't know, it's always good to see a before after, like even on a flip, like it goes from like really ugly to something that just blows
a
your
masterpiece,
mind.
Yes.
Picasso.
Yeah.
What are some things that you guys would say were a surprise to you, or something that you didn't expect getting into commercial real estate?
The contracts. I would say the contracts are completely different from the RPAs, and you can modify them in so many ways where it favors your client, and just how detailed they are. I would say it could just be so favorable for whoever you're representing, as opposed to just taking something that's already been made. So being able to modify it for your client's needs, I think that to me was a big bonus.
Nice.
But you?
I would say, this is going to sound a little funny, listing agents. And it's not like that I have nothing against listing agents, because one day I'm going to be one. But I think it's just I think what it's the different mindsets of every agent. So like I went into Remax, and they're very, very big on customer service, big energy, compassion before commission kind of approach to everything, which I love. I'm all about that. And then when it comes down to getting those viewing schedules for the facilities, it's like you're almost like you're pulling teeth, and it's like just answer your email.
Or answer your phone call once in a while.
I know, just say yes or no. That's all I need. But yeah, I mean, that was probably the one thing that I wasn't expecting. But again, it's something that helps you develop as a person. It helps me work on more of maybe it's my communication skills, or maybe I need to like word my emails differently to kind of catch their attention. So it's all a learning experience.
24-hour turnaround time.
Yeah.
Trust me, it doesn't matter how you word them. There are agents that they're the Fred Flintstones of commercial real estate, and they just take their time to respond. Right?
Yeah, I guess so.
But
yeah.
I think with those, with those type of circumstances that we come across, I think that it's going to build us to become better commercial agents, right?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things that happen, and I'm like, I don't want to be that agent. You know,
exactly.
I'm going to treat my clients this way. I'm going to, do this totally differently in how I'm going to communicate. I think that what we go through when we call these agents, it's going to make us better and wiser. And then what's going to happen is that we are going to start striving in and getting more business versus the other people are going to start either just disappearing.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Now, what have you guys experienced in commercial as far as women in commercial and men in commercial? Have you seen any kind of adversity being a female in, at least from our perception, is a very male dominant sector of real estate?
I would say I've been fortunate enough to come across both male and female, but the female play more of a property manager role as opposed to an actual listing agent. And if you do see the listing agent as a woman, it's pretty much the same person for that same area with another team member or agent.
Nice. I have not had too much interaction with other female commercial agents, which is not something that scares me. I understand that it's a male-dominated field, which is totally okay. I feel like I feel like to become like the best of the best, you need to surround yourself with the best. And if that just happens to be males, then so be it. If it happens to be females, then so be it. I have a couple experiences where I'm talking to a listing agent who's a female. They tend to be a little bit more responsive or faster at their responses. But so far, that's been my only interaction.
Yeah. And I think it's a changing dynamic. I think if you looked at the commercial real estate industry 10 years ago to what it is now, where it's more multicultural, more multi-age. So you have people from young to old that are in commercial real estate. And now I've started to see more females in the marketplace. And I think it needs to be that way because it should be representative of the small businesses that we all represent. Right. Mm-hmm. And I think that that's a big push and why we were so glad that you guys joined the team, because we want to bring that multiculturalism and every client that we encounter, we have an agent that can more adequately represent them. Because sometimes some clients we deal with, they'd rather deal with a female than a male, and just a different energy. And nothing wrong with the person individually, just that they want a different energy to work with. So it's nice to have that. And I think that makes us stronger as a team. And then I think we all see approaches and problems from a different perspective because of the backgrounds that we come from. So that diversity makes us stronger.
Because I have noticed that within like the past, I would say like past 2 or 3 years, there's been a growing volume of more women becoming commercial agents. Nice. There's a lot that are they're moving from residential to commercial. there's more teams, that I'm also seeing in social media, which again, the commercial sector was lacking, more women to be involved. But I think that the more women that get involved, it just balances everything out.
Yep. So on the table is some Pike coffee from Starbucks.
Good old Pike.
Sample.
Oh, wait.
We got to pike it up
Delicious.
with Starbucks.
Pike it up. So it's a ubiquitous coffee. You can get it everywhere, but it's good.
Yeah.
It's good, mellow coffee. But Romay, we'll start with you. Can you tell us about what's your favorite coffee spot and what do you like to drink there?
I would say I have numerous ones, but I'm going to name two. One of them would be Tierra Mia, which is a coffee spot. They have various ones, but the one that I've been to is in Pomona. And I had a friend who brought me a horchata latte with oat milk.
It's really good.
I've gone back just to drive there for that specific one.
Is that the one in downtown Pomona?
That place
I
gets
think so.
busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
drive-through. Yeah.
Yeah, they have a drive-through. You can sit down, but they don't have Wi-Fi there, so I wouldn't call it like an actual spot.
What's
to sit
up with
down.
this coffee shop not having Wi-Fi?
So essential.
They don't want people there. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they did. So I ended up just grabbing my coffee and going. But I also like Porto's cold brew horchata, and it's already
Never had
pre-made.
that.
I feel like a little goes a long way, so it's just strong and sweet. I don't know. It's
Now I got to go there tomorrow.
There you go.
You know what? I've never had a coffee from there before, so now I'm curious.
yeah, it's like on a to-go, so you could
Yeah.
pour it into ice or drink it as is, and it's super smooth, and the sweetness level is just perfect.
That sounds yummy.
Nice.
That's why I'm like, I want to go there. Check it out tomorrow.
What about you, Valerie?
My favorite coffee shop at the moment is a place called Wish You Were Here. It's in downtown Pomona. I always get their Mohawken, iced or hot. So when they do their hot drinks, they do the fancy little leaves. So sometimes I just get the hot, even if it's like 90 degrees outside. Just I want the leaf.
You want the art there.
I
now.
want the special
Yeah.
treatment.
Nice. Well, that's awesome. So we want to wrap it up with kind of what would be something that someone could expect when they do business with you. What can they expect? So Romay, we'll start with you. What can someone expect doing business with you?
I would say someone reliable, dependable, and tenacious, and a friend. Overall, my goal at that moment is to help your vision come to life. So, and dependable just because once I call you, I would expect the same in return. In friendship, it just happens naturally and organically when we are throughout this whole process, just because the highs and the lows, the yeses and the nos, I'm in there with you. So that's one thing that you could expect with working with me.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Nice.
Valerie.
I would say just complete transparency. I'm going to give it to you how it is. I'm going to be very honest, and I'm going to have tons of passion bringing to the table. I want my clients to succeed. So I'm not going to just put you in a building because it's going to look, good on my commission check. I'm going to put you in a place that makes the most sense to you, makes sense for your business, brings you that natural traffic that you need, and it's going to help you prosper. So it's all about my client. It's not I'm second or last. My clients come first.
That's awesome. I like what you said earlier about compassion before commission.
Right?
And
Yeah.
I think that's really that's something that we wanted to develop with the team, is really having that and seeing you guys grow and seeing you guys just develop your client base organically is amazing. And so I think the more that you guys continue to put yourselves out there, your business will just continue to grow. And we're just excited to see everything that's in store for both of you. So thank you guys for being on the podcast.
We appreciate you
you.
guys, and I can definitely see you guys do a lot of great things next year, though. But I think that you,
This year, though.
well, this
We're
year,
hustling.
I think this year you guys are hustling, but I think next year it's going to be a wave of like of all the hustle that you guys did.
It's all the. It's like we're laying down the groundwork, and our,
Yeah.
our
Exactly.
plants are gonna bloom next year.
And I can see that in you guys, because honestly, I think that you guys have all the right skills to launch it, to take off. Because I see that you guys strive in taking care of your clients. I see that when we're talking to Jason and Danny from the Smash Factors. I see that when you're actually dealing with the rap pros. So that's one thing that like I always pay attention to, like how you guys interact with your clients. Is it your client more important than your commission check? Mm-hmm. But I see that you guys have the same value as us. Client's always going to come first.
Yep.
And I can see you guys, you guys are going to succeed right away.
Thank you. That means a lot.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for being on this episode of Coffee and Commercial.
Thank you, guys.